be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Try. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, really rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills.
Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, 180.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. On second down, Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Done. Round 80. Red. Red.
Running on first down, Eckler. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen. That'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Rivers again. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Desmond King making the tackle.
At the 17-yard line.
36. Pilot, 64. Weak. Switch it. 5.
From the 17, Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Ready. 70, Indy. X3, 218, chop. Snap.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 52. Cut. Now. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, Wahoo! Hey! 49, Alpha. 49's the money. Quit talking about it and bring it. 49, guys. Mike.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Leo! Jim! Protein spill! Get it!
Now a carry for Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
14 moving. General West. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Weapon. Hey, Zoo.
Locke taking the snap at 1. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Body Calhoun. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
180, Alpha! Check my play, 85!
They go play action. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and long for Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Step around 80. Cluster. 390.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. They do go for it. It's locked. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
380! 380! 2 times! Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Behind!
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, it's Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hey, 79! 79!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
You draw quarter.
Check 99.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They'll run. It's Lindsey.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, box drop. 52.
Coming, baby, I'm coming.
Get it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready to break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the...
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and shakes people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That throw into the arms of Allen, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. And even 60 yards. Off the play fake here, Rivers. They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third and goal for Rivers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all. No, not at all. That leaves them with third and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player for the play that he likes to run best. On third down, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there. Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Freeman again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, it's Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
You got tight right there. Check your hot read. Hey.
They're going with Lindsey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47, pushing through the contact. They find some open field here. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here is Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down, Denver.
Set, ready, 90, Wolf. Silver. Check three.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Another run by Lindsey. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Broncos on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, it's Lindsay, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Going on the ground with Eckler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you. What would you do if you were me